The ancient Egyptians are far more mysterious than most people realize, as they left us with literally zero explanation of any kind as to how they cut and carved the tens of millions of stone blocks that make up the pyramids, and the countless thousands of solid stone statues and obelisks that have been found throughout Egypt. The reality is that all we have today are theories and guesswork as to what methods they may have utilized to cut and carve these millions of stones, including bronze saws and chisels and stone hammers. And what you're about to see is an incredible clip that I took just last month while visiting the Aswan Quarry in Egypt, which is the location and site of the world's largest solid stone obelisk, commonly referred to as the unfinished obelisk. And we had the opportunity to physically demonstrate this method, which is, again, among the primary methods that have been considered to be what the ancient Egyptians used, even though, again, the Egyptians never told us that. Some modern researchers went in there and they saw these stone hammers, and they're like, that must be what they have used to do it. But apparently, these dorks never tried it themselves. And hey, I'm a dork, no disrespect, but it's not until you actually see and witness these methods with your own eyes that you see just how honestly silly these methods are. So look at this clip, think for yourself, and let me know what you think. Here we go. Hold on. All right, Dolerite stone hammers, this is how they say they did it. Let's see what it does on rose granite.
Maybe if I pour some water on it.
Does that hurt your hands? How hard is that?
It kind of sucks. It doesn't really hurt yet.
It's not doing anything.
Try doing a little grinding action.
Dust.
As well.
Oh, this is a good shot. You're just chopping up dust.
Now he is getting stuff off the edge.
This is what we need, a whole team.
Give these men some beer. They'll have an obelisk in a few hours.
Oh my God.
I mean, they are getting into it, but man, that was.
Are you arthritic yet?
It's starting to suck. It's starting to suck. It's really starting to suck.
It hurts, Mark?
You try hard too much.
I think they were wearing goggles.
This is literally the mainstream explanation for how this entire quarry was accomplished, including this 1,200 ton, 140 foot long obelisk. Literally, that is the explanation. Which doesn't make sense, especially when you look at all the scoop marks, which looks more indicative, and I'm not suggesting, but it looks more indicative of sandblasting. I've heard other people, stonemasons, say that. But how they did it is a mystery. It's yet to be demonstrated for people using these Dolerite stone hammers to do something like this, especially with the nature of the corners and the scoop marks underneath and throughout. It's just silly, honestly. It is a silly explanation. I'm not suggesting they had power tools. I don't know how they did it, but what I do know is that the so-called mainstream explanation is debunked as far as I'm concerned when it comes to these stone hammers. And just look at how small people are compared to this thing. You can still hear them doing that. What do you think, Ben?
Clearly stone pounders.
Yeah, we were wrong. Let's just get over it.
Just get a few guys around it. There's plenty of room for like enough guys to lift this up, right? And
Oh yeah, once they're done, yeah.
It's easy, lift it up.
Ropes and pulleys, bruh. Get over it.
Just get a few guys and everyone together now.
And meanwhile, they're still chopping up dust over there. They all got arthritis. You guys will feel that for the rest of your lives. Well done. So this is how they claim they did it. A Dolerite stone hammer. This is rose granite. Let me get a feel for it. Yeah, it doesn't feel good on your hands one bit. Look at that. I'm doing nothing more than kicking up dust. You know what I'm saying? Just grinding it away a little bit. That is the mainstream explanation for how this whole quarry was quarried. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm not claiming to know how they did it, but to suggest that this whole quarry, including this some 1,200 ton unfinished obelisk, which is approximately 140 feet long. Look at this thing. It's deep. I got pictures of me down in there. It's very tall. When you're standing at the base of it inside the trench, it is probably 9 or so feet high, just a guess. Higher than my hand can reach, and I'm 5'10". Yeah, That is definitely not how they did it. That's just silly. Yeah, nah, that's definitely not how they did that, clearly. And do you want to hear one of the most interesting things about that? So that stone that you saw us pounding on is the same exact stone that has been pounded on for more than 20 plus years by countless tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of tourists. And the thing's barely dented. Clearly that's not the method. And by the way, what are those scoop marks about? That doesn't look like, I mean, how there's so many of them and they're all just, no, that's not from lining up a bunch of people and pounding away with a stone hammer. And another big question is, how are they going to lift and move that obelisk out of that trench once they're done with it? As you heard Ben from the awesome YouTube channel Uncharted X bring up in that video clip. I mean, the Aswan quarry is the same exact quarry where the experts say that the stones, the granite stones, were brought from to make up the pyramids and other places in Giza. 500 plus miles away from Giza is Aswan. Nothing out at Aswan is a quarry. Nothing else is there. There's no statues. It's not some ceremonial place. So they were going to clearly have to lift it, take it out, and bring it somewhere else. And the reason why they didn't, and which, by the way, that would raise so many questions. Like, come on, how are they going to do that? But the reason they didn't is because the thing has a crack in it, and you can look back and see that it's there. And that's the reason why they, apparently, or it's believed, why they'd abandon it. But not only that, guys, look underneath the thing. Look at those unique scoop marks. How are you going to get in there with those stone hammers and bang away at that? It's not feasible. It holds absolutely no water. And as you just saw in the video, it's been debunked. So this in itself should be raising questions, new questions, as to exploring how the ancients were able to accomplish these amazing feats. So anyways, guys, I'm going to close it up there, but I want to give a quick shout out to the new up and coming channel among the ancient history community, which is Johanna James. Guys, we finally have a female in the mix, and it's been long overdue. She came with Ben and I on the tour. She's an actress and comedian and screenplay writer in London. Go check out her videos. They're outstanding. They're generating buzz already, and they're so well done. And she provides a very unique perspective about all of this ancient past stuff. But anyways, with all that said, I'm Jimmy. My channel is called Bright Insight, and I have many more videos for you to come in a very short period of time. I've been moving. I've been busy with all kinds of stuff. If you're not familiar, go to my Instagram because I'm sharing a lot more stuff on there. So if you've been wondering why I've been sharing these other videos from my iPhone, guys, those videos were not supposed to ever go onto YouTube. I was going to put them on Instagram or just have them as Jimmy's home videos. My way of making videos is with these presentations where I talk and I show slides and photos, and I took tens of thousands, more than 20,000 photos on this trip. So I have like enough content for dozens and dozens of videos to come. So some people are like, why did you film in vertical? Because I didn't think I was putting on the internet. Anyways, guys, so look forward to new videos to come real soon. I'm back in Arizona now. I moved here from Boise, Idaho. This is where I'm originally from, so I'm real excited about that. So now that I'm settled in, I finally have time to be making more video content. So all that said, leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on all of this, and I'll see you all again real soon. Bye now.